Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Hope everything is fine and you are up there, with all this corona situation going on. Now, in this video, so before even I start, usual disclaimer like this, English is not my native language. I'm making this video in English again, and if there are any mistakes, may it be in while pronouncing or in grammar, please do forgive me. Also, as I said earlier, I have a daughter, so if there is any noise in the background, please do forgive me again. Okay, so in this video, so basically what I'm doing is I have been requested time and again about the cost of living in Vienna, although I have made a video about it before, and I will be sharing that link in the description. But I thought I will start a new series because it's a new year and I think I will be sharing my monthly expenses in Vienna so that, uh, if there is any change, I can even track it. It's more for me than you, so that I can become self-disciplined the way and I can track what kind of expenses I'm making. But I think it will help you also to get an idea as to how the prices are going on, so that's the major idea. So from this month onwards, every month I will try at least to put out my expenses in Vienna. So we are a family of three, me, my wife, and a kid. So you should also get an estimated idea as to how much expenses you could incur in Vienna, and based on because everybody's expenses varies based on how they buy stuff, so it will definitely vary, but you can just get an idea. I will try to put both categories as well as type, whether it's a fixed or variable expense and stuff like that, so you'll get much better understanding. Okay, so let's go. So here is my screen and I hope it's clearly visible. Last time the fonts were too small, so I increased the fonts a bit. Okay, so the first part would be the detailed expense. So here you can see that I have put four columns. What is the expense? Like the name, then the category, like this expense belongs to a certain category, and then the type, whether it's a fixed or a variable expense, and then the amount. For example, this is the rent. Its category is rent. It's a fixed expense, and every month I have to pay 820 fixed expense. So that's how I have put it. So I'll quickly go through the individual items. Like then there's a kindergarten. So for the daycare, I spend 180 every month, and that was the case in January as well. Now this stock is a bakery, so I put it in eating out. It's a variable expense. Say, and then there is Lidl. So Lidl is a grocery store. So I put in grocery and personal care. So everything related to grocery or any kind of personal care, like a diaper for kids and stuff like that, I put in this category. Again, it's a variable expense. Verbund. So this is the electricity and gas. So I pay around 76 euros for, I guess, electricity or gas, and then 44 euros for one of them. So 76 plus 44 is equal to 120. So I put it under utilities. Again, this is a fixed expense. Dry is my mobile phone provider. So as of now, I had been paying 30 euros. So in the end of this screen, so actually I switched the plan because 30 euros is too much. So I switched to a plan wherein I now have to pay every month 15 euros. Okay, that's why, because this was too much. Next is post. So we have been doing lots of posts and couriers back to India, and some thing like for childcare allowance. So we needed to do post. So and I often do prints for something in the office and stuff like that, or for even for couriers like so I put in one category. Again, this is a variable expense. ET is the phone provider for my wife, and she's paying around 10 euros. So that's why I felt this one is too costly, and one I am paying for myself. whereas my wife is only paying 10. So I wanted to switch a plan, which I did in this month. I will come to that. Dennis, again, this is a bakery, not a bakery store, it's a shawarma store. So it's quite near to our house, and we love to eat shawarma or the hot dog that we get here. So that's that. It's a variable expense, and I have put under eating out. Billa. So Billa is again a grocery store, copy box, printing, um, post. Again, I had to do some post. Again, this is a variable Cost. Wiener Linien is the transport. Like I pay monthly 33 euros for me and my wife. So using that pass, I can use any trams or underground metros or buses in Vienna, and I feel that it's really cheap. Even though I'm not using it as much, but still, it's better to have a pass. So I have a pass for me and my wife. My wife is actually using it more than me. However, that's the fixed cost. So every month we are paying 33 euro for unlimited travel in Vienna, which I think is very, very cheap. Again, Lidl, so DM is the place wherein we get stuff for our daughter, like the diapers or sanitary health and like personal care. We get it from DM. Lidl again, DM again. Netflix, I put it on the phone and TV and internet. We pay around 7.99 a month. Okay, so this one is Reptel. Again, I put it in phone, TV, internet. I have taken a 5 euro plan in Reptel. So you get some credits, and using that credits, you can talk outside Austria. No, so I just kept it for safety in case I have to call India and I don't have like a phone, so I can directly call on a phone rather than WhatsApp. So all I need is an internet here, and then I can call to India or any number. So this I kept it for safety purpose. I just bought it this month, so there is only one time. This is only one time. As long as I have credits, I don't know how many credits I got, but it was enough, I believe, because I never call in to India. I hope the credits don't expire. Let's see. Uh, Other than that, there is Billa again for groceries. So Billa and Lidl we visit often because those are the two grocery stores that are close to our house. Billa is very close, and Lidl is, I mean, closer but not as close as Billa. So we often visit here. Lidl we often do it in weekend because it is much cheaper than Billa from what we have found. So during weekends we go to Lidl, and during weekdays if we want to buy something quickly, then we go to Billa. Then we had eight in McDonald's. So that's that. Again, it's an eating out and a variable expense. Okay, A1 is the internet plan that we have. So for home internet, we are using A1, and we are paying around 34.26 euros for unlimited internet with 20 Mbps speed. So this month again, I changed the plan in such a way that the price remains the same, because this plan also included TV, which I'm not using right now because we don't have a TV. And again, if you have a TV in Austria, you need to pay government some fees for receiving information in TV, like the broadcasting stuff. So that's why we did not opt for TV. Even though we had a plan, we do not have a TV first of all, and we do not want to pay the extra money in watching TV and stuff like that, because we already have Netflix and Prime, Amazon Prime, and that's more than enough for us. So what I did was I tried to switch the plan this last month, I guess, and I switched to only internet plan. So before it was 20 Mbps internet and the TV. Now it is only internet with 40 Mbps speed. Then I have DM again, Billa, Hoffer. So Hoffer, I believe my wife went to get the mask because I think we had this situation where in Austria we have this mandatory requirement to wear FFP2 mask. This rule was laid out last month, and we needed some FFP2 masks. So my wife got some in offer because as soon as the news came out, people started shopping for FFP2 masks and they were not available in Billa or Lidl. So my wife went to Hoffer and then we got this mask. So again, it's a big grocery store like Billa and Lidl, but it's not near our home. After that, we have Ayurveda. So this is an Indian store that is quite near to our home. Even though it is expensive, we go there because we don't have to travel too long. So it is having like 40 euros. So there's another grocery store, Indian grocery store named Prosy, for which I had also made a video earlier, and there it is much cheaper. But um, we go often to this Indian grocery store because it is quite near to our home. It's only walking distance from our home, like 10-15 minutes walk. Then again, DM, Lidl, Dennis, the shawarma store, Lidl, Miam. Miam is like, if you know, in India we have Food Panda, like right. So similar to that, we have Miam in Vienna. We can order using our app. So that was that. Eating out. So I put it under eating out again. Again, I had a post. I had to send some courier to India. And this is the expense that I was saying in Drive, wherein I changed my plan. So in order to switch the plan, I had to pay 10 euros. And then the plan is actually a 15 euros. So that's why it cost 25 euros. But from next month onwards, it will be only 15 euros every month. Uh, and so that is that. So I try to make categories and then a type which is fixed or variable cost. So as you can see, for a family of three, at least for us, during the month of January, it came around 1695, which is okay, I believe. You can see that we haven't traveled anywhere or anything like that, just the regular stuff, Corona and stuff like that. Now, just to get an idea as to in which category we are paying more. So for example, rent, we have no option, 820 euros. Then childcare 180, again, this is a fixed cost. Eating out is 75, which I think is very like no very minimal. Like we haven't eaten out too much during last month. Grocery and personal care 286, which is fair for a month. I believe it's okay. Utilities 120, again this fixed cost. Phone, TV, and internet around 100 euros, 112 euros fixed cost. So courier and print, last month we did lots of this, lots of couriers and prints. So it was around 35 euros for this, and transport is again a fixed cost of 66 euros. So overall, it matches 1695, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, 1695.03. So this is correct. And I can just show you a chart here. So I can see the bulk of my salary goes or expenses is in rent, around 48%. And then the next highest cost is the childcare. This, even though I mentioned it's an expense, I recently applied for my daughter's childcare because government of Austria, they provide certain amount as childcare allowance. So I get the money back, not the entire money, but some amount, which is really good. I really love Austrian government for this. So 10.6, even though it's mentioned 10.6, once my allowance, I start receiving allowance, this I won't even consider it. Then the next highest expense is obviously grocery. So rent, childcare, grocery, utilities. Then the next one is phone, and eating out is 4.4 and transport is 3.9. That's courier. I guess this courier would be removed next time because this month I mean, in the month of January, there was lots of courier and post that I had to do. So overall, this is how it looks as far as the distribution goes, category wise. And now let's look at the fixed and variable cost. So the fixed cost is around 1268 euros around, and variable cost is 426 as of January. So that brings the so if you see around 74% is the fixed cost, which I can't do anything about it, and 25% is the variable cost, which is really good in my opinion. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got a fair idea as to how the expenses are in Vienna. And I will keep on trying this. Like, next month again, there will be a video for the month of February. And I will try to post a video every month on this. So hope you liked the video, and if you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you have any feedback or comments, please do so in the comment box below. Also, I mean, I would love to hear what your expenses are. If you're already in Vienna, how much you how much expense do you incur? No, so if you're willing to share, please do so in the comment too. So until next time, auf Wiedersehen.